Going on YouTube? Back again, a little news break going on. Here's some interesting news that I found so far over the last day or so about Swedish men told to beware of testicle munching fish. And oh yeah, that's right. And this is out of Telegraph out of the UK. And this is pretty much all about these pacu. They just found a 21 centimeter pacu. And originally they live in the Amazon type region, but I guess up there in Sweden they've been found. So they've been telling people to, quote, keep on your swimwear, or keep your swimwear on if you're bathing in the Sound these days. Maybe there are more out there. And of course they're talking about, I hope I pronounce this correct, Öresund Sound. I believe it's righty here, Öresund Sound. Not sure if I pronounced that correct or not. But next story, the Department of Homeland Security says it's illegal to freely play music in the USSA. This one's out of federaljack.com. And of course, what this is referring to is right down here where Homeland Security, actually through the Patriot Act, is now, demanding to have enforcement from the state fire marshals that all live music played in the United States must have a permit. So that's what they're getting at with that kind of a headline. It's not, it's not illegal. You just have to have a permission slip from the government. Freedom. But anyway, here's another great freedom story. If you've been following the Boston bombing, you have the the Tsarnaev brothers. Who were the, quote, bombers, the main suspects that were killed. I believe the one brother was run over. The other one wasn't killed. He was, I have no clue what the heck happened with that guy. He was in a boat hiding out, and they shot, like, I forget what it was, like 2,000 bullets into the boat or something like that, trying to kill him, and he ended up coming out of the boat, and then next thing you know, his throat was ripped out, and who the heck knows what the heck's been going on. There's been so many different things. And then later that night, he confessed to everything in the hospital, but then he pleaded not guilty. And I didn't hear anything about major reconstructive surgery to his throat. I have no clue what the heck's going on with that. But this story right here is about his friend. I don't know if you've heard about this guy. This is Tadashev. And this was the friend of the Tsarnaev, one of the Tsarnaev brothers, I believe, if not both. But this Toshadev's father, well, Toshadev himself, this was the guy who, like I said, he was friends with the Tsarnaev brothers, and so he got taken into FBI custody and was questioned. Somehow, in that questioning, he ended up with a bullet in his head and a bullet in his heart, I believe, in his chest, at least. Don't know what the heck happened there, but this is just a video. It's on extrapublic.tv. If you just search FBI killing Tadashev father in the U.S. to demand answers, you can check this video out. It just pretty much says that he's here, he wants answers, he's not getting answers, and who wouldn't want answers when your kid was taken into custody for questioning, and next thing you know, he is, well, dead. Yeah, I can't even begin to think of how that guy feels. But anyway, let's move on. Peter King, this guy is gold, man. He's going to be great in the debates if he does run for president. Representative Peter King, Edward Snowden is pulling Obama's puppet strings. This guy is a piece of work. I love this guy. He's so much fun. I say that so sarcastically. He says that the, quote, NSA traitor Edward Snowden is pulling at Obama's puppet strings. Okay. I love how he says right down here, okay, here we go right here. Here's the part that I was looking for. Obama said that Snowden should make his case in court, quote, if in fact he believes that what he did was right. Well, I'm sure he believes what he did was right, and I'm sure he tried every single avenue before he just blew the whistle, too. But I love this part right down here from King, Mr. Peter King of New York. He says that there was no outrage when he asked, quote, "Do you think he was a patriot?" "No, I don't think he is." "What do you mean you don't think he is?" "This man is a traitor. He's been indicted for espionage in a time of war." Well, it's war on terrorism, but he gave the info to the American people, so that kind of makes me wonder, like, is the American people the real target here? Oh, jeez. War on terror news just never gets more and more odd. How about more and more odd? How about a company that now allows organizations to hire fake protesters or supporters or anything like that, man? I mean, what will they think of next, man? I mean, for crying out loud. It's a good idea. The guy who started the company is only 22 years old, Mr. Adam Swart, and it sells. Market it. I have so many comments. But anyway, here's another one out of the Activist Post. Did a whistleblower stop a terror attack in Austin? And this is a great article from Aaron Dykes and Melissa Melton, who used to be from InfoWars. I don't know if anybody followed that whole saga, but they've moved on to try their own hand at their own media operation. I believe it's truthmedia.com, which, truthstreammedia.com, my bad. And this right here, this is the actual document that was leaked that they are believing actually thwarted the terrorist attacks that they were saying were supposed to happen this past Friday. I'm doing this podcast, it's right now in the middle of the day on Sunday. This was this past Friday that this happened on, see it says right here, the possibility of random terrorist attacks taking place in Austin, Texas on or about 8th or 9th of August. But I brought this up, yeah, that's great, it was, if it was thwarted, it was thwarted. But more importantly, it also says in here that August 29th is a day of interest as well. So you might want to just keep your eyes open for that if anything happens in Austin, Texas on August 29th, because they were planning drills there. Like they say, where is it? And that's always the big thing that you have to look out for when there's drills going on. Because that's usually whenever they try to go ahead and, well, make the drill a reality. I mean, almost every single terrorist attack that we've had in at least my knowledge, about the last 13 years have all taken place while there was a drill going on, from 9/11 to the Boston bombings and pretty much everyone in between. Here's one that kind of makes me sick. Trooper conducted cavity search. This is out of Texas. Trooper conducted cavity search on the side of the road. Has now been reinstated. I hate to look like I'm against cops. I love cops. They've got one of the worst jobs out there. I'm willing to bet, man. I'm sure working at a fish market and dealing with fish guts all day might be a little better of a job than having to deal with the public. I've got a lot of respect for the cops out there because I know they've got a horrible job. And but this one, I hate this story. But this trooper who was fired, and they filed charges against him for for doing a roadside cavity search, right on the side of the road. Disgusting. And they fired him, and he had charges brought on him. But when the charges were dropped, they rehired him. Anyway, that's enough with that story. Back to the Activist Post with Monsanto can sue farmers when GMO contamination goes over 1% of their crop. If you don't know about this, this is absolutely crazy. With any kind of crops, you get, with any kind of wind and stuff like that, it's not like one seed, one egg, like with mammals and stuff like that. They actually can cross-pollinate with each other and everything like that when the wind blows. They just blow pollen across. Well, what they're saying is if Monsanto had this farm over here plant GMO whatever, and they interbreed with your crops, and they find that there's 1% of your crop actually interbreeded with the GMO, they can now sue you. So So that's great. Another way to put our great farmers that are doing an excellent job out there out of business, especially all those organic and non-pesticide or herbicide type people, because those are the people that are probably going to get hit the most. I got a couple shout-outs this week because I got to do it. I don't like to do negative like with the cop story. You know, like I said, I think they do a great job out there, for the most part. I think a majority of them do a great job. I've run into some of the best cops in the world. One, oh my God, state trooper in Oklahoma was the nicest guy I've ever run into. So I'm definitely not anti-cop or anything like that. I try to stay positive, look at the bright side of everything, and that's why I got this story. Just Sanjay Gupta, why I changed my mind on weed. And this is a great story. Props to Dr. Sanjay Gupta. Was not really a fan of his with his stance on vaccines in the past, but hey, you open your mind and change your mind on weed, probably going to start changing your mind on a lot of different things once you start actually looking into the facts of things like that. And speaking of looking into some facts, I'm guessing that Mr. Matt Damon here is now no longer thrilled with Obama, and he says, quote, he broke up with me. And he's pretty much upset about the drones and the NSA surveillance program and everything like that. So props up, Mr. Damon. You are one of the best actors out there, by the way. Wasn't really a fan of yours as far as like issues go, but hey, this shows signs that you're waking up a little bit. I hope you wake up more. I hope you find more things that you find wrong and actually jump into it and look up more facts and stuff. Anyway, we also got the top 5 GMO myths debunked. And I thought this article was great because we need GMOs to feed the growing world population is myth number 1. And that's not really true at all. All we need is more farmers, probably. But anyway, I didn't want to like read the entire article. I thought this was another good one. If you Google it on the Activist Post, top 5 GMO myths debunked. They're pretty good. I'll give you the myths real quick. We don't need GMOs to feed the. We need GMOs to feed the growing world population. We need GMO rice, genetically modified with vitamin A to prevent blindness in poor countries. I'm sure that's just like the fluoride argument right there. GMOs can reduce the use of pesticides. That's true, but that's because they have pesticides in them, and then we eat it. So then we're just eating pesticides, yay. GMOs can reduce the use of herbicides, same thing. And GMOs are safe and nutritious, and to my knowledge, there has been no fact to that whatsoever. And as a matter of fact, here's your whole link right here. All kind of links about why that is not true. So check out that article, and of course, leaving on a good note, Pirate Bay releases pirate browser to thwart censorship. Excellent, man. Any of these places that are, because last episode I was going through the email companies that have shut down, the one that Snowden used, and another one that's now shut down. They were secure encrypted email sites, and they refused to comply with the U.S. government, so they've shut down instead. I'm glad to see Pirate Bay is continuing their pirate fight using the pirate browser, so that's very exciting as well. I can't wait to go ahead and grab this sucker, which I'll probably do in just a second here or so, because it looks like Adobe Flash has crashed. Excellent. But that seems to be long enough. Gone long enough on this podcast, so thanks for listening. Please favorite, subscribe, or like.